and welcome to the 4th episode of Getting Drunk with David Cronenberg's Wife. I'm Tom Main, from the band David Cronenberg's Wife. Up today, a cocktail based on our EP, the Oktoberman sequence. To fit this collection of songs, we'll need an alcohol base that is hypnotic, a real knockout. And so with that in mind, I've chosen Mezcal. Now Mezcal snobs will be turning their nose up at the Monte Alban brand and be telling you that the worm is just a gimmick. However, I'm a sucker for design, and I just love the black and red letters on the yellow background. So for me, it's good enough. A common misconception is that Mezcal, or indeed the Mezcal worm, has hallucinogenic properties. This is likely due to a confusion with mescaline, which is indeed a psychedelic substance. In order to prove that Mezcal is not a hallucinogen, I will start this video by taking a shot of Mezcal with the Mezcal worm. Cheers. So in order to make this cocktail, you will obviously need mezcal. You'll obviously need
Mezcal.
Closer, closer, closer. It's time to meet the rustler.
Anyway, as I was saying, the black and red letters on the yellow background. So for me, it's good enough. Now in the last 3 videos we've been using a double shot glass, but now we need to move on to the next level. For this cocktail, we need the triple shot glass. So let's make this cocktail. Fill your triple shot glass with mezcal and then measure out about a shot of fresh lime juice. You can use lime concentrate if you want, there's not much difference. Then measure out a shot of triple sec. Cointreau is of course a triple sec, you probably have some knocking about in the back of your cupboard. Then add all these to a blender. Then add the frozen cherries. Now over the last 2 weeks I have been conducting an experiment to discover the optimal number of frozen cherries to add to this cocktail. This involved me having the same cocktail every night, with the only variable being the number of cherries, ranging from 2 to 15. And I can now tell you that the optimal number of cherries for this cocktail is 5. You might say, Tom, what if my cherries are larger than yours? Well, firstly, your cherries are not larger than mine. And secondly, just add the cherries. I've done the experiment. Add the cherries to the blender, and finally add a tablespoon of honey, or even better, because it's mezcal, a good squeeze of agave nectar. Blend the ingredients for exactly 21 seconds. Next, prepare the margarita glass by wetting its rim and turning it in a thin layer of salt. I'm using the weird mix of salt and spices that comes with the Monte Alban Mezcal. Pour the now blended mixture into the glass For an optional extra kick, float on top a shot of Grand Marnier. Be careful. If you go for the Grand Marnier top-up, you'll now have 4 shots of 40% liquor in this cocktail, along with 1 shot of 20% liquor. So, if you have 2 of these in the evening, or like me, in the morning, you'll be good. It's essentially a frozen cherry mezcal margarita, but that's no kind of name. So I'm going to christen it the October Mezcal sequence. Anton Chekhov died drinking champagne. When I go, I hope I have one of these in my hand. Enjoy, and see you next time for the final episode, for now, of Getting Drunk with David Cronenberg's wife.
You ought to know that God is in the head. And there's 2 thieves who are dying, killing them, steal the air.